My friends, let me ask you one simple question. How many English words do you think you need before you can finally speak fluently? 5,000? 10,000? Maybe even more? That is the lie most learners have believed for years, and it has stolen their confidence before they ever opened their mouths to speak. Every day they fill notebooks with new vocabulary, memorize long word lists, and spend hours searching for difficult expressions. Yet when someone asks them a simple question like, "How are you?" or "What did you do today?" their mind suddenly goes blank. Why? Because fluency is never built on the number of words you know. It is built on how well you can use the words you already have. Think about your own daily life. From the moment you wake up until you go to sleep, how many different things do you actually talk about? You talk about your family, your work, your studies, your food, your plans, your feelings, the weather, your friends, your dreams, and your daily routine. Most of these conversations repeat every single day. They do not require thousands of complicated words. They require a small group of useful words that you can use naturally and confidently in different situations. That is why I want you to stop chasing endless vocabulary. Instead, master the 521 most useful English words that appear again and again in everyday conversations. These words are like the bricks of a strong house. One brick may look small and ordinary, but when hundreds of bricks are placed together with purpose, they create something powerful. In the same way, these simple words can help you build thousands of meaningful sentences. The biggest mistake learners make is believing that difficult words make them sound intelligent. The truth is exactly the opposite. The best communicators are not the people who use the biggest words. They are the people who make others understand them clearly. Simplicity is not weakness. Simplicity is mastery. Even native English speakers repeat common words every day because communication is about connection, not showing off your vocabulary. Imagine learning the word go. At first, it seems like only one word. But then you say, "I go to school, I go to work. Let's go home, go with me, go slowly." One simple word suddenly becomes part of dozens of conversations. Now, imagine doing the same thing with hundreds of useful words. You are no longer collecting vocabulary, you are building a language that belongs to you. And here's something even more important. Every time you successfully use one of these words in a real conversation, your brain becomes stronger. It starts believing, "I can speak English." Confidence is not something that appears overnight. It is created one successful sentence at a time. Every sentence you speak becomes proof that you are improving. Every small conversation becomes another step forward. Slowly, the fear begins to disappear and speaking starts to feel natural. So today, I want you to make one decision. Stop measuring your progress by how many words you memorize. Measure it by how many conversations you can create with the words you already know. Because the day you stop chasing thousands of words is the day you finally begin speaking with confidence. And that is where your journey to real English fluency truly begins. Now that you understand, you do not need thousands of words. The next question is even more important. What should you do with the 521 words you have learned? The answer is simple. Use them. Words locked inside your notebook will never change your life. Words repeated only inside your mind will never give you confidence. A word becomes powerful only when it leaves your mouth. The moment you speak it, it stops being information and starts becoming a skill. Many learners believe they must learn more vocabulary before they can have a conversation. So they keep waiting. They tell themselves, "I'll start speaking next month," or "I'll practice after I learn another 1,000 words." But that day never comes because there will always be another word to memorize. Confidence is not waiting at the end of a vocabulary list. Confidence is waiting on the other side of your first conversation. Take one simple word like eat. You already know it. Now connect it with other words you know. I eat breakfast at 7. I eat with my family. I want to eat. What do you eat every day? Let's eat together. Suddenly, one word has become 5 different sentences. Now do the same with the word go, then come, then make, then want. Before long, you are creating dozens of sentences without learning a single new difficult word. This is how language grows. Not by collecting isolated words, but by connecting familiar words in different ways. Think of your vocabulary as a box of building blocks. A child can create hundreds of different shapes using the same small set of blocks. In the same way, you can create thousands of conversations using the same 521 words. The magic is not in having more blocks. The magic is in learning how to arrange them. Start talking about your own life because your life gives you unlimited speaking practice. Describe what you are doing. Describe the room around you. Talk about what you ate this morning, where you want to go tomorrow, what made you smile today, or what you hope to achieve this year. These are real conversations, and they are built with simple words. The more personal your sentences become, the easier they are to remember because they belong to your own experiences. Do not worry if your sentences are short. A short sentence spoken with confidence is far more valuable than a long sentence that never leaves your mind. Every fluent speaker once started with simple sentences. They did not become confident because they knew everything. They became confident because they kept speaking, even when their English was basic. Practice every day. Give yourself 5 minutes in the morning to describe your plans. Spend 5 minutes in the evening talking about your day. Speak while walking, cooking, cleaning, or looking into a mirror. Do not wait for the perfect classroom or the perfect partner. Your voice is your greatest teacher when you use it consistently. Every conversation you create with these 521 words strengthens your memory, improves your pronunciation, and trains your brain to think faster. Little by little, those simple words stop feeling like individual vocabulary. They become your natural language. And when that happens, English no longer feels like a subject you study. It becomes a part of who you are. Because fluency is not built by learning more words. It is built by using the words you already know every single day. Let me tell you about the biggest invisible wall standing between you and English fluency. It is not grammar. It is not pronunciation. It is not a lack of vocabulary. It is the habit of translating every single sentence in your mind before you speak. The moment someone asks you a question in English, your brain immediately runs back to your native language. It searches for the perfect translation, checks the grammar, rearranges the sentence, and only then gives your mouth permission to speak. By that time, the conversation has already moved on. You become frustrated, not because you do not know English, but because your mind is taking the longest possible route. Imagine driving to a place that is only 5 minutes away, but every day you choose a road that takes 30 minutes. Would you ever reach your destination quickly? Of course not. That is exactly what translation does. It forces your brain to take a long, unnecessary journey every time you want to express a simple thought. If you truly want to speak English fluently, you must teach your brain a new path, one that goes directly from thought to English without stopping in another language. This is where your 521 words become incredibly powerful, because these are words you will see, hear, and use every single day. When you repeat them in real conversations, your brain slowly stops treating them as foreign words. They become familiar, they become automatic. And one day, without even realizing it, you hear the word water, and you no longer think of its meaning in another language. You simply understand it. That is the moment your brain begins thinking in English. Do not try to think about complicated ideas in the beginning. Start with the simplest moments of your day. When you wake up, say in your mind, I am awake. When you open the window, think, the weather is nice. When you drink tea or coffee, say, this is hot. When you leave your house, think, I am going to work. These may sound like small sentences, but they are training your brain to create thoughts directly in English. Every simple thought is a repetition, and every repetition builds a stronger habit. Another powerful exercise is to look around you and name everything in English. See a chair, say chair. See a phone, say phone. See a door, say door. Then make simple sentences. The chair is brown. My phone is on the table. The door is open. You are not memorizing. You are connecting English with real life. The more your eyes connect objects with English words, the less your brain depends on translation. And remember, thinking in English does not mean thinking perfectly. It means thinking simply. Children do not begin speaking with perfect grammar or difficult vocabulary. They begin with small words, short sentences, and endless repetition. That is exactly how every fluent speaker starts. Give yourself permission to be simple, because simplicity creates speed and speed creates confidence. There will be moments when your mind slips back into translation. Do not be discouraged. Habits built over many years do not disappear in a single day. Every time you gently bring your thoughts back to simple English, you are strengthening a new pathway in your brain. One sentence becomes 10, 10 become 100. Eventually, English stops feeling like something you channeled and starts feeling like something you naturally understand. And the day your thoughts begin speaking English before your mouth does, you will realize that real fluency has already begun. There is something I want you to understand today that can completely change the way you learn English. Your brain can know hundreds of words, but if your mouth has never practiced speaking them, you will still struggle in a real conversation. Speaking is not only a mental skill, it is a physical skill. Just as a musician trains their fingers and an athlete trains their muscles, you must train your mouth to move naturally in English. Fluency is not created by silent learning. It is created by spoken repetition. Many learners spend hours reading books, watching grammar lessons, and memorizing vocabulary. They feel productive because they are studying. But when someone suddenly asks them a question in English, they freeze. Why? Because their mouth has never been trained to respond. Knowledge stayed inside the mind, but it never reached the voice. That is why so many people understand English better than they speak it. Understanding is only the beginning. Speaking is the destination. From today, I want you to make one simple promise to yourself. Every single day, you will let your voice practice English. It does not matter if nobody is listening. It does not matter if you make mistakes. The goal is not to impress anyone. The goal is to teach your mouth that English is something it can produce naturally. Stand in front of a mirror for 5 minutes every morning. Look into your own eyes and speak. Tell yourself what you are going to do today. Say, today I will work hard. Today I will practice English. Today I will become better than yesterday. At first, it may feel uncomfortable. You may laugh at yourself. You may hesitate. But after a few days, something incredible begins to happen. Your mouth starts moving with less fear, and your confidence starts growing because you are becoming comfortable hearing your own English. Another powerful habit is shadowing. Choose a short English audio with clear pronunciation. Listen to one sentence and immediately repeat it. Do not wait until you understand every word perfectly. Focus on copying the speaker's rhythm, pronunciation, and energy. Imagine your voice is following theirs like a shadow. This exercise teaches your mouth how natural English sounds and feels. The more you repeat it, the more natural your own speech becomes. You can also practice by describing everything around you. Look at your room and speak about it. This is my table. My laptop is on the desk. The window is open. I have a bottle of water. Today the weather is warm. These are simple sentences, but they are real. They force your mouth to connect the 521 words you already know with your everyday life. This is exactly how fluency is built, through repetition in familiar situations. Do not wait until your English becomes perfect before you start speaking. Perfection is not the starting point. Practice is. Every mistake you make while speaking is a lesson your brain will remember. Every sentence you repeat becomes smoother than the last one. Every day your mouth becomes stronger, faster, and more confident. Remember, muscles grow through exercise, not observation. Your speaking ability grows the same way. Reading about swimming will never teach you how to swim. Watching videos about speaking will never make you fluent. At some point, you must step into the water. At some point, you must open your mouth and speak. Because the more you train your mouth every day, the closer your English comes to sounding natural, confident, and truly fluent. There is one obstacle that has stopped more people from speaking English than grammar, vocabulary, or pronunciation ever could. It is fear. The fear of making mistakes, the fear of being judged, the fear of sounding different, the fear of hearing someone laugh. And because of that fear, thousands of learners remain silent even though they already know enough English to have a simple conversation. They are waiting for confidence to arrive before they speak. But confidence does not arrive first. Confidence is created after you speak. Think about the first time you learned to ride a bicycle. You did not begin with perfect balance. You probably fell. You probably felt nervous. You probably wanted to quit. But every small success gave you a little more belief in yourself. One day you rode for 5 seconds without falling, then 10 seconds, then 1 minute. Eventually, riding became natural. Speaking English follows the same journey. Every small victory becomes another reason to believe that you can do it. Do not underestimate the power of a single successful sentence. The first time you introduce yourself in English with confidence, you win. The first time you ask for directions in English, you win. The first time you describe your day without stopping to translate every word, you win. These moments may seem small, but they are changing your identity. They are proving to your mind that you are no longer someone who is afraid to speak. You are becoming someone who uses English in real life. Many people compare themselves with fluent speakers and immediately feel discouraged. They see someone speaking quickly and think, I will never sound like that. But they are comparing their first chapter to someone else's 20th chapter. Every fluent speaker you admire once struggled to pronounce simple words. They once made embarrassing mistakes. They once searched for the right sentence. The difference is not that they were fearless. The difference is that they continued speaking even when they were afraid. I want you to stop chasing perfection and start collecting victories. Celebrate every improvement, no matter how small it seems. If yesterday you could speak for 30 seconds and today you can speak for 1 minute, celebrate it. If you learned 5 useful expressions and actually used them in conversation, celebrate it. If you understood an English video better than last week, celebrate it. These small achievements are not insignificant. They are the foundation of lasting confidence. Remember the 521 words you are mastering. Every time you use them correctly in a conversation, your brain records another success. The more successes your brain experiences, the less fear it feels. Slowly, hesitation disappears. You stop wondering whether your English is good enough and start focusing on communicating your ideas. That is the real purpose of language. Not perfection, but connection. There will still be days when you make mistakes. Accept them with a smile. Mistakes are not evidence that you are failing. They are evidence that you are practicing. A person who never makes mistakes is usually a person who never tries. Every correction teaches you something new. Every conversation makes you stronger than the previous one. Keep moving forward because progress is never measured by perfection. It is measured by persistence. One day you will look back and realize that the confidence you were searching for was never hidden inside a textbook. It was built through every brave sentence you chose to speak, every mistake you refused to fear, and every small step you refused to skip. Because every small victory you earn today becomes the confidence that carries you to fluency tomorrow. Now, everything we have talked about leads to one final question. What happens next? Knowledge without action changes nothing. Inspiration without discipline fades away. You can watch hundreds of English videos, save thousands of lessons, and read countless books. But if tomorrow looks exactly like yesterday, your English will remain exactly where it is today. Real transformation begins with a decision, and that decision begins now. I want to invite you into a challenge. Not a challenge to prove anything to anyone else, but a challenge to prove something to yourself. Give yourself the next 30 days. Just 30 days of consistent effort. Not 10 hours a day. Not impossible goals. Just a simple promise that every single day you will spend time using your 521 words. 30 days may seem short, but never underestimate what daily consistency can do. Small actions repeated every day create extraordinary results. Every morning, begin your day with 5 minutes of English. Speak about your plans. Tell yourself what you are going to do, where you are going, and what you hope to achieve. Use simple words. Do not search for difficult vocabulary. Your goal is to wake up your English before the rest of your day begins. During the afternoon, find another 10 minutes. Read a short paragraph, listen to a few minutes of English audio, and repeat what you hear. Use the shadowing technique you have learned. Let your ears and your mouth work together. Every sentence you repeat improves your pronunciation, your rhythm, and your confidence. Remember, you are not trying to sound perfect. You are training your voice to become familiar with English. In the evening, spend another 10 or 15 minutes speaking about your day. What happened today? What did you learn? What made you happy? What challenge did you face? Speak freely using the same 521 words you have been practicing. You will be surprised by how many conversations can be created from a small vocabulary when you use it consistently. Do not skip your practice because you feel tired. There will always be reasons to postpone your dream. Some days you will feel motivated, and other days you will not. But discipline is more powerful than motivation. Motivation comes and goes like the weather. Discipline stays. It carries you forward even when you do not feel like moving. Keep a small notebook or a digital note where you write one sentence every day about your progress. At the end of each week, look back and notice how much easier speaking has become. You may not see dramatic improvement after one day, but after 30 days, you will hear this difference in your own voice. You will speak faster. You will hesitate less. You will think less about translation. Most importantly, you will believe in yourself more than ever before. Always remember that fluency is not a destination reserved for gifted people. It is a reward for those who refuse to quit. The person who practices 15 or 20 minutes every day will always move farther than the person who studies only when they feel inspired. Success belongs to the learner who keeps showing up. Today is not the end of your learning journey. It is the beginning of a new version of yourself. A person who no longer waits for the perfect time, the perfect grammar, or the perfect vocabulary. A person who understands that every conversation, every repetition, and every small efforts is building a future where English feels natural, effortless, and confident. So make the promise today, honor it tomorrow, and repeat it for the next 30 days. Because the English-speaking person you dream of becoming is created by the choices you make every single day.